Welcome to Emma's English.
Welcome back to Emma's English Talk, the perfect place for mastering real-world English. I'm Emma, and I am so glad you're tuning in today. Our theme for today is something I think we've all experienced: grocery shopping on an empty stomach. Have you ever gone to the supermarket when you're absolutely starving? I did this just the other day, and let me tell you, suddenly everything in the aisles looked like a culinary masterpiece. I went in for a simple carton of milk and walked out with chocolate cake, 3 bags of chips, and 2 frozen pizzas. It's a dangerous trap, isn't it? Today, we're going to listen to a conversation about this very struggle. As we start, I want you to just relax and listen. Don't worry if you don't catch every single word right away. We have our word tour coming up later to break down all the key vocabulary and expressions. For now, just enjoy the flow. Ready? Let's dive into the dialogue. Have you ever gone to the grocery store right before dinner time, Tom?
Oh, yes, Emma, and it is always a big mistake.
I did that yesterday, and I regretted it almost immediately.
Did you go shopping on an empty stomach again?
I did, and my kitchen counter is now full of snacks I do not need.
That is the classic supermarket trap.
It really is, because everything looks so good when you are hungry.
I know the feeling, because even a simple can of soup looks amazing.
Exactly, and you start putting things in your cart without thinking.
Your cart gets full of things that were not on your list.
That is called an impulse buy, which is when you buy something you did not plan to get.
I make at least one impulse buy every time I visit the store.
What did you buy during your last trip?
I bought 3 different types of cheese and a giant jar of pickles.
That is a very interesting combination for a hungry shopper.
I did not even eat them together. They just looked good at the time.
The stores do that on purpose because they put tempting items near the entrance.
Yes, like the fresh bakery section with that amazing bread smell.
That smell makes it so hard to stick to your original shopping list.
I always try to stick to my list, but I fail by the 3rd aisle.
It takes a lot of willpower to ignore all those colorful packages.
Do you have a strategy to avoid this problem, Emma?
I try to write down exactly what I need before I leave the house.
I do that too, but then I see a sale on chocolate.
Sales are another way we end up buying things we do not need.
We end up with a huge bill at the checkout counter.
And when we get home, we look at the bags and feel a bit silly.
I always ask myself why I bought frozen pizza when I planned to cook vegetables.
It is because our hungry brain wants quick energy.
That makes a lot of sense, scientifically speaking.
So, the best rule is to never go shopping on an empty stomach.
What if we have to go after work when we are naturally hungry?
I usually eat a small snack, like an apple or some nuts, before I enter the store.
That is a very practical tip to keep the cart empty of junk food.
It really helps me stay focused on the ingredients I actually need.
I will try that next time so I do not make another crazy impulse buy.
Your wallet and your kitchen will thank you for it.
My wallet is definitely tired of my hungry shopping trips.
We all make these little mistakes in our daily routines.
It's just a funny part of being human and loving food.
Absolutely, and it makes for a great conversation.
Next time, I will stick to my list of fresh fruits and vegetables.
I hope you can do it, but don't feel bad if some chocolate finds its way in.
Some things are just too hard to resist.
That is very true, especially when the chocolate is on sale.
Well, I think we have both learned our lesson for next week.
Let us hope so, or our kitchens will be full of cheese and pickles again.
That doesn't sound too bad, but a healthy dinner is much better.
I completely agree with you on that, Tom.
Let's make a promise to eat before we shop from now on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our word tour. Today, we are going to look at 6 very useful words and phrases from our conversation about grocery shopping. These will help you speak more naturally in your daily life. First, let us look at the phrase empty stomach. An empty stomach simply means you are hungry because you have not eaten any food recently. For example, you can say, "You should not take this medicine on an empty stomach." Second, we have the word Cart. A cart, which is sometimes called a trolley, is the large basket on wheels that you push around the supermarket to hold your food. For example, you can say, "My cart was so heavy because I bought too many bottles of water." Third is the term impulse buy. This is a noun phrase. An impulse buy is something you purchase suddenly without planning or thinking about it beforehand. For example, you can say, "Buying that expensive leather jacket was a total impulse buy." Fourth, we have the adjective tempting. When something is tempting, it is very attractive and makes you want to have it or do it, even if you know you should not. For example, you can say, "Those fresh chocolate chip cookies on the table look very tempting." Fifth is the phrasal verb stick to. To stick to something means to continue doing or using it without changing to something else. For example, you can say, "If you want to save money, you must stick to your monthly budget." Finally, sixth is another common phrasal verb, end up. To end up means to finally reach a state, place, or situation, often without planning it. For example, you can say, "We took the wrong road and we ended up in a completely different city." I hope these explanations help you understand how to use these words in your own English conversations. Keep practicing, and I will see you next time. Great job today! I hope you had as much fun listening as Tom and I had sharing our grocery store struggles. I still can't help but laugh at Tom's hunger-induced impulse buy of 3 different types of cheese and a giant jar of pickles. It just goes to show how our hungry brains can make the most random choices when we shop on an empty stomach. To review all the useful English expressions from today's lesson, make sure to download the free PDF script in the description. Also, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our updates. Keep up the great work. See you next time.